from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the lead. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts.
So today we are competing at the British Dressage Associated Championships at Onley. This is our first year doing this. Fun story, didn't realise that we were eligible. So the Associated Championships is basically like a showcase for all dressage riders to be able to show, all the different varieties that do compete in the discipline. So there's classes for natives, Connemara's, thoroughbreds, retrained racehorses, coloured horses. There's literally something for everyone. There's even classes for like side saddle, forces equine, veteran horse, veteran rider. Literally there's like so much stuff to get stuck into. And although Mega is passported as a sports horse, she is actually pretty much full thoroughbred. When you look at her whole like family tree, there's thoroughbred next to near enough everyone. So we are doing the thoroughbred novice class and the thoroughbred elementary, which I'm super excited for. They are both of the regional tests, so the elementary certainly will be the hardest ever test we've done to date, but I'm excited, to give it a bash.
Has found a love for dressage, having never trained or competed in it previously, and particularly enjoys the freestyle classes. And Lauren has a passion for sharing hers and Mega's journey on social media. So together, over the last 2 years, they have competed and placed in the top 10 at Area Festival Summer and Winter Championships, all the way up to novice level. Currently training at elementary, and their next goal is securing qualifying scores for winter regionals and area festivals. They men, 16, 2 down being Ubusan and Sire being foul play. They've also been competing at the Summer Music Area Festival Championships in Arena, UK, qualifying at Very Farm back in June earlier this year. We welcome into the arena, it is 5-on-5. In the bronze section is Lauren Luggett and so-and-so.
Okay, so I thought I'd do a little voiceover to give you an idea of what the judges' comments were or my thoughts as we do the test. I'll have the scores popping up on the screen as they come through. I have been trying to do my elementary test in sitting trot because I feel like the contact is sometimes better. So we had a nice entry. It was just a shame that she didn't bring that last leg forward to make that fully square. But obedient moving away and very straight. And through that turn, I feel like there was good suppleness through her body. There's a nice contact there, good rhythm in the trot. And then I remember feeling like this half circle felt really nice and supple. Like you can see she's got that bend through her body there. Look at her little ears flicking, that's so cute. And then same again for this little half circle here, which is why we got good marks from both the judges. Now, our leg yields are very much a work in progress. I just think I lose the momentum, and that's what the problem is. So we end up going too much crabbing instead of forward and crossing. So that is definitely some homework for us over the winter. But then again, back to that nice rhythmical trot with the little floppy ears going. And then into the medium. I think just could stay a little bit rounder and push more from behind. Nice and supple through that turn though. And again, keeping that nice rhythm to her trot. Here, I remember she spotted the photographer dead opposite where we had to halt. Hence why she shoved her head up a little bit there. And then the rein back all just sort of went a bit wrong. And then very, very tense and trying to spook. But we tried not to let that fluster us too much. And then we carry on. So I think we then do our half circle again. And then the half 10. But some of that tension, unfortunately, from the rein back has carried through. So not quite as good this way as it was the other way. We then do the leg yield, which she's normally slightly better this way than she is going off my left leg, but again, just still needing a bit more of a forward movement rather than too much sideways, which is good because she's off my aid in terms of I'm asking her to go sideways, but we need to keep the forward momentum. And then I think we repeat the medium trot. So again, I'd just like her to be a little bit rounder and pushing a little bit more from behind. But obedient into the walk. Nice rhythm in the walk. It wasn't too abrupt. And then into the free walk on a long rein. Nice swing, nice and relaxed. Ideally would want her nose to come down a little bit more, but in terms of, like, you can see her over track and stuff, that's really good. Just would have liked the nose to have come down a bit more to get the higher marks. Medium walk, oh my goodness, she's so naughty for this, trying to pick her up. But actually this is quite good for Meg, actually, me picking her up there. There wasn't too much tension. Sometimes in a test I have to just not do too much, and that means that she might not be as round as we like, but it stops the tension where you can see she can anticipate the canter transition coming there. So we had a bit of tension and a loss of contact, but we got the lead we wanted, so we'll go with that. And then this canter, again, I'd want her a little bit rounder, particularly through the transitions, but she's, you know, off my aids. Here across the diagonal, she always thinks we're going to do medium canter from where we've done our freestyle so many times. So there was a bit of tension there. Like here, she just needs to be rounder, more accepting of the bit, more relaxed. But I think, yeah, I mean, that simple change wasn't very good, was it? We had too much trot there, then too much tension and not off my aid enough going up into the upwards. Medium canter though, that was better. You can see a clear difference there. And then you've got to collect, and then I remember really panicking about that, so I'm over the moon with that give and retake. And then I've obviously picked my reins up a little bit too abrupt because she then had a little fuss with her head there, but yeah, over the moon with that give and retake, because when I was practicing it at home it was a disaster. Much better in the canter on this rein, but again, like with the transition, she just needs to stay more through to the contact. And here, where the canter's going a little bit juddery, I think that's where I'm like holding on to her a little bit too much on the front end, and it's affecting the rhythm. But that turn onto the centre line into the simple change was much better on this rein. And again with the upward, that was much better, so we redeemed ourselves. And then I think medium canter here, which again, that's nice, clear difference shown, and then back into the collected and making that turn up the centre line. We just lost a little bit of balance there, which was a shame. Lovely medium trot here, and she always wants to try and halt at X, so I was kicking like Billy-O to keep her going. And again, a shame leaving that hind leg, but really pleased with that. Into our novice test, and it was quite warm on this day, and Mega, her coat has grown back loads, so she did feel a bit flat in the warm-up, so I wasn't sure how this was going to go, but a really nice straight entry, nice halt there. Proceeding in trot, again nice and straight with the ears flicking again, very cute. And then we do the funny square serpentine, which the last time I did this test, which was probably over a year ago, it was so horrible doing that. She wasn't bending properly. It just didn't feel very nice. But that actually is really nice and fluid, not disrupting balance or getting the wrong bend through the turns. Again, her rhythm looks really good in the trot. Nice 10-metre circle. Really pleased with her contact here. Lovely medium trot there. You can really see a clear difference. Even though obviously compared to the elementary we've only got to show some medium trot strides. Beautiful halt right in front of the judge. And then yeah, a obedient and prompt move off. There I was actually worried she might think we were going to ask for rein back, because that's often what we've been doing in the elementary tests, but she was a very good girl. Look at that for a free walk. Lovely swinging, relaxed. Again, I would, if I was being picky, want her to put her nose down just a little bit more. We obviously split the judges with that one. And then again, pick up into the medium walk. So again, just that fine line with Meg that you've picked her up, but you don't want to put too much leg on because she might jog, and you don't want to do too much with your hands because she might get all tense. So it's a bit of a balancing act, but that was nice. And again here, anticipating the transition. And because we'd just done the walked canter, I did wonder whether she'd think that was coming, but thankfully not. I'd say that wasn't as good as on the other rein, and the judges obviously agree with that. Nice medium there again. Not as nice as the other way, but still showing some difference. Up into the canter. I would have just liked her a little bit rounder through the transition, but obedient. Canter looks nice and rhythmical. Just need to keep that suppleness through the turns there, and accepting the contact, like working through from behind. She just looks a little bit tight through her neck at times there. This test, I hate these given retakes on the diagonal. She tries to bomb off with me, but actually that was really good for her and really balanced through the canter there. Nice transition back to trot. Picking up the canter again, that was good. Again, if I was being fussy, would like her a bit rounder through that. Better this way, I'd say, on the canter, that canter circle. But again, the rhythm I'm really pleased with. And then we've got the give and retake this way. I remember, yeah, she shoved her head up and tried to take off with me on this way, but managed to manage it a little bit. Good counter canter though. And balance back down into the trot. Nice turn up the centre line. And she likes this one because we get to halt at X. And look at that for a halt. Beautiful. So we're all done and dusted. You can hear guzzle guts behind me munching away. Yeah, I'm actually really pleased. So the elementary, she had a couple of green mistakes. Like in the rein back, you have to come right across the centre of the school and halt and then rein back. And the photographer was dead opposite us, and she just caught her eye. So she shoved her head up a little bit and wanted to be a bit distracted. And there were a couple of other moments where I just lost her on the contact and she just went a bit head up and hollow. But actually, there was no like glaringly horrendous mistakes. Like I was worrying about the give and retake after the medium canter. One of her simple changes was a bit not direct, so we probably would have been penalised for that, but then she made up for it on the second one. The second one was a lot better. So yeah, bearing in mind that is the hardest elementary test we've ever done, I'm actually really pleased. I just wanted to come and have like a clear round test, like with, like I say, no glaringly obvious mistakes. So very chuffed with that. And then the novice, she was actually really good. Like, if anything, felt a little bit flat in the warm-up, and I just needed to get her back together with me. And the only thing really I'd say about the novice was that I think that in the second give and retake across the diagonal, she just sped up a little bit and tried to get away. But otherwise, literally no complaints. Her halt that we had to do right in front of the judge at C, that was perfection. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'll keep you posted how we get on.
I'll put this on you backwards first, then it makes sense and you have the other one on. Otherwise you end up with your one child and you can't read those. There you go. Oh wow. Where are those the sheets there? Well done. Yes.
Home, and I'm obviously absolutely buzzing. I think I'll be on cloud 9 for a very, very long time. I had no real expectations, having never been to this show before, of, you know, what the quality that you were going to be up against was like. And we all know that straight tests aren't really my forte. Like, if I was going to pick between the two, freestyle 100% all the way. So yeah, I just did not expect the result that we got today. What a superstar my horse is, and it makes me super excited. So because we were the overall champion in the novice class, it means that, rightly so, we aren't able to go back next year and compete in that class. It's for somebody else to take that title. And so next year it will be all like focused on elementary, unless I get super brave and decide to have a dabble in a medium. But as it stands, elementary all the way. So yeah, what an amazing day. So expect, if you're following me on Instagram, to be bombarded with all the spam about all the pretty pictures and sashes. I can't believe it, double sash. I definitely need to come up with a cool way of displaying my sashes now that we've been very lucky to win a few. So if you've got any ideas, definitely pop them down in the comments for me to potentially pinch. Hope you have enjoyed watching and coming along with us on this very unexpected roller coaster. And yeah, I will see you soon for another video. Bye guys.